Right, just doing a log on my MP3 player. I'm currently away on holiday, and yeah, something fucked up happened today. I don't know the date today, I don't have it available, but I know it's a Wednesday. Currently in Scotland, near some mountain, but I forgot the name of it. But yeah, I think I may have got drugged today. I'm not sure, but I'll get to that. But yeah, I was well, I'll start with the targeting. So the targeting, basically, we weren't sure what we were doing. We knew we were going away on holiday, but it all depended on what my sister was doing. So we went to Scotland. So we went to I'm trying to think the name of the place I'm at, but I can't think of it. But yeah, it's in a mountainous area in the Highlands. So, but on the way we went along the coast, along the east coast of Scotland, and stayed overnight at, and this is a place I do know the name of, near Dunbar. Now, on the journey, I think we caught the targeting off guard because I didn't bring my phone, and there wasn't really that many one headlight cars, or there was a few ambulances, but I think they found it difficult to target me because my phone wasn't there. I just banged my head. Fuck. But yeah, they didn't have you know how I'm pretty sure when I go away on holiday they have time to prepare their strategy and shit, but this time I don't think they had long to do it. But still, they still managed to target me pretty much the whole journey, and it was especially bad near Edinburgh because we went past Edinburgh today. So yeah, they were sending the orange lights. They were sending, when I was at Dunbar. I'll get on to what happened there, but they were sending people with one hand in their pocket, right? So I was by the sea near the pier, and they were sending people with one hand in the pocket. And when I went at lunchtime, I went to have some fish and chips, and they were sending cars with one brake light past the outside of the fish and chip shop, and this happened twice. But that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if they drugged the tea, but I don't think so because my family had it. It may not be drugged. I don't know. It could have been dehydration, but I think I was drugged because it feels like the last time I got drugged, it felt the same as this. And the last time I got drugged was through a cigarette, and I had the same feeling of like the walls are closing in and my hearing was going distant. You know, like you hear, you know, if you've nearly passed out, you know what I mean. Like your hearing is very faint, so it doesn't sound crisp and clear. It sounds like it's, you know what I mean. So after I had this fish and chips, I started getting stomach cramps, and I felt like pains in my stomach. You know what I mean. But later on, about an hour later into the journey, I started feeling strange. So my head started hurting. You know what I mean. My head started hurting, and I started feeling faint, right? So I didn't black out, but you know, I still feel quite strange now. I feel fucked, you know what I mean? I just feel fucked up. So I had to open the window to get some fresh air, you know, because I just felt like I was going to black out, you know, if I didn't. So I got some fresh air and had some water. And this is what I mean. I'm not sure if this is dehydration or not, but I went for a piss and my piss was, you know, orange as fuck. But I thought, you know, I drank quite a bit of water, you see. So I don't know what that is, but You know, it felt the same as when I was drugged before with a cigarette. But that time I passed out. That's all I know, you know what I mean? It just felt the same. But I blacked out in that, and I woke up, you know what I mean? This happened around 2010 at a place called Chesterfield College in Chesterfield. And I just, about 5 minutes after I smoked the cigarette, I felt really strange, you know what I mean? I just felt like I did now, you know, like I said, where the sound goes faint. Next thing I know, I'm waking up and some motherfuckers are saying, did some guy knock you out? You know what I mean? I was like, no, I just blacked out. I just fell on the floor. I just woke up. And my vision went black and then clear and then black and then clear. And I know it was drugs because about 2 or 3 weeks later, another student who used to borrow cigarettes. I didn't borrow cigarettes, but someone offered me a trade, you know what I mean? For some other cigarettes. So that's how they did it, you see. But this same thing happened to this other guy who smoked the cigarette. About 10 minutes later, he blacked out, you know, in the session, because this was like a car mechanics course. So they drugged him, I guess, the same way they did me. I don't know what the fuck they used, but that shit, you know, you don't, by the time you feel it coming on, it's too late, you know what I'm saying? You feel it coming on, and then you just lose consciousness and you're on the floor, you know what I mean? So at this time it wasn't that strong. I mean, I didn't lose consciousness or black out or anything, but I just felt really, you know, strange. So I don't know if they drugged the fish and chips. But then again, I was being targeted outside the fish and chip shop with one brake light, so they knew I was there, so I don't know if they got someone there to drug my fish and chips. And they would have known which one to do it, because I asked specifically for one without mushy peas, you know, so they couldn't just drug any one, you know, and drug my family. But yeah, I just noticed a difference after that. So, like I said, it could be dehydration, I don't know. But I know I did feel a bit strange after I had that meal. So, you know, we travelled to this place, and I had a few one headlight cars. You know, nothing major, because I think that I've overstretched them, you know what I mean? They've not had time to prepare a full harassment team, so they're kind of stretched, and they don't know, they're doing their best to target me, you know what I mean, and what they can do. They're still doing a pretty good job of it, but it's not really bothering me, at least that side of it. But yeah, I feel like I was possibly drugged, definitely, today. Definitely feel like I was possibly drugged. I mean, it could be unrelated to my targeting, but you know, I can still feel the effects now. I just feel like not normal, you know what I mean? Like my body's aching, my stomach's aching, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel weird. Anyone that's used drugs or been drugged knows what I'm talking about. You just feel not yourself, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm gradually feeling better, but I feel really tired. It's like my body just kind of restarted itself, you know what I mean? But yeah. But, yeah. But yeah, that's the last time I had this feeling, was when I smoked a cigarette, and like I said, I blacked out. I just blacked out, you know what I mean? It was just gone. So I don't know if they're trying to drug me again, so I gotta be careful. I mean, this shit, you gotta be careful. If this shit can happen like this, I mean, I didn't plan to go to this restaurant, so I guess they got lucky and had a contact in the restaurant, is my guess. So, I mean, this could be the Freemasons or anything, you know what I mean? And if it's the Freemasons to do with it as well, then that's very possible, because there's quite a few Freemasons. But yeah, this was in Dunbar, and yeah. Oh, another thing they were doing is, when I was outside when I was walking through the town centre, there was like two guys on mopeds, and they did about 3 passes, you know what I mean, in the space of about 40 minutes. So I think that was just to let me know that my perps had been informed what to do. These perps anyway, because these aren't my perps that are fucking with me in Sheffield. Obviously my perps in Sheffield have told these motherfuckers, you know. But like I said, I've been targeted all the way up here. Like I've said many times, this is a British-wide and European-wide program, probably worldwide program, because, you know, I went to France and I was getting the same shit. I was getting one headlight cars, you know, all on the whole journey. You know what I mean? And I was being targeted on my campsite. I had strange people standing outside my van for about 30 minutes straight, you know what I mean? 40 minutes straight. And even my dad thought it was very strange. Like there was this guy, 2 guys, and this one guy who always used to wait at the shower block. So he always used to wait around the shower block, and he always seemed to be there. And he like stood outside my parents' motorhome with his fucking phone out, just staring at his phone. You know, just staring at his phone for about 40 minutes straight, 30 minutes straight. You know, just stood there. I mean, people could say that's perfectly normal, you know, but he wasn't even typing nothing. He was just staring at the phone, like staring into the phone without even typing shit. For 30 minutes straight, 40 minutes straight, you can't tell me that's normal behaviour. So, yeah, on that holiday, quite a lot of things happened, you know what I mean? I had British people targeting me. We went to this pizzeria. I talked about it in one of my videos. I went to this pizzeria and they were targeting me. You know, psychologically harassing me with subliminals and directed conversation. So they were basically subliminally insulting me mainly and trying to put negative things into my head. But yeah, that whole holiday, I mean, I kept having things like there'd be police. I noticed the holiday before that there'd be police everywhere I go in France. There'd be gendarmerie, I don't know how you pronounce it, but they were always driving. This one town I remember, it was near Annecy, they were just driving, we'd be out walking, and this same police officer in his car would be driving, you know, past me and my family. But like I said, the biggest one that happened in France was probably when they closed the whole road off and just to target me. They closed the whole road off, and I was coming back after a cycle, I think, and there was whole police on the road, and there was this certain police officer, and he was just staring at me, you know, giving me a nasty look with his right hand on his gun, you know what I mean? But that's how far these motherfuckers go to target you. Understand? It's ridiculous and hard to believe. Even as a target, it's hard to believe how far these motherfuckers go to psychologically target a person. But, you know, this is the reality of being a targeted individual. I mean, you get things like this happening